Next story is online provisional permit system launched. What in the world is this and why? So watch this, right? The path to begin driving a vehicle is now easier as the Ministry of Works and Transport today launched a new online provisional permit system. This digital platform will facilitate applying for a provisional or learner's permit as well as endorsements for vehicle classes. So your learner's permit, you could apply for it online. There's a video for this. I didn't watch the video, so let's see if they will hit my head.
Minister of Works and Transport Rohan Sinanan believes many will be eager to try the new online system.
Sure, you will see a lot of applications being made on people's birthday. From the time they reach 17 years, that night they will be home on their computer applying for that permit.
He said this is also a step closer to a platform which allows drivers to renew their driver's license online.
My dream for license office is where you only have to go to license office when you have a problem with a vehicle, or you have a problem with your license and you need to get something changed.
The minister welcomes the technological advancements in the licensing division.
The bottom line is that technology definitely helps us with the corruption that we have grown accustomed to.
Transport Commissioner Clive Clark agreed.
Gone are the days a permit can be secretly given to someone by unscrupulous elements. In other words, through this system and internal systems within licensing, your permit cannot print unless you come through this transaction.
He said the initiative aligns with the ministry's digitalization agenda.
You can take out your provisional permit in Princeton or your learner's permit, the same thing, and you could now go and conduct your vehicle regulations driving test at any licensing site. And why? Because we can now retrieve your documents.
The new online provisional permit system allows applicants to initiate the process by uploading their biodata, supporting documents, and digitized photographs for verification by the licensing division. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TTT News.
Well. All right. I am slightly excited. Slightly.
Okay.
Slightly. No, here's why. Because you could upload your picture. You have applied for your visa.
Yeah.
Online, and you could
actually did that in February.
I was so happy when I could upload my picture from my phone, and they just say, okay, make sure your forehead is this, make sure it's 3 inches above that kind of thing.
A really good picture. Other than you go on the and you get a mugshot. Because most of my
you work for that picture,
mugshots. But that one good thing, but my thing is all right, to say doing the system would kind of help with the corruption that's take place, So with this system is just you initiating the process, you initiating and starting the application, right? Uploading your documents, whatever. With the corruption that's coming from what I hear, not necessarily me being a part of it, where the corruption that's coming is when you go on to the exam. You pay money, you go
to get
play,
passed.
And you just pass it, or you just pay money and you never go on to the exam and you pass. The system not necessarily. The corruption could still happen. The man could say, you pay money, let's go online and register that and give me the code or the tracking number, whatever, don't worry, you don't have to come and do no exam. So the corruption could still happen that way. Unless I don't know if they're going to integrate part of this with the exam process, at least the written exam process. Because I know corruption has happened there. And corruption has happened when you driving test.
What will happen is the last point of the corruption will be possible still, which is the your driving instructor. But there are people who will just pay for the license, and somebody will go in the system, run it through everything, take the picture, everything, and print the license and give it to them, and they never touch a car before. That one won't be possible because you gotta go on the computer system basically and upload. Well, okay, it's not possible. Is you have to do a lot more work now because you have to upload a lot of supporting documents.
You can't just pay the money and never touch
Yeah.
licensing office. So now you had to do a little more work. You had to,
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
to still
some
go and
work,
create
yeah.
the application and upload your
So
stuff.
you'll have to create a new level of corrupt, which is
Yeah.
a more techie corrupt person who will be like, you gotta talk to the man in IT. You gotta talk to the man in IT, and I'd be like,
Not even that, the man in IT, that's how to teach them it, and yeah, them will pick it up. Let's teach them it 2, 3, 4 times, and they'll be like, yeah, they'll get a process down pack, and be like, yeah, go on handle this, yeah, go and do this online, give me the tracking number. Once you get a tracking number, you get through.
yeah, and then the person will do the search in the database for you, and then they will check off whichever box is supposed to get checked off, and then they'll tell you, all right, don't go Arima and get it, go Point 14 and ask for it. And the person from Point 14 who don't know anything about what happened in Port of Spain will just see, oh yeah, you did your exam and everything, all right, cool. And they print it.
You think we're being too cynical? You think we...
I see some cynical things in my life in licensing office, and this is totally within grasp. Because if I smart enough to figure this out, and you and I smart enough to sit down and talk about this in 30 seconds, all you need is somebody who willing to take the money. Now, in the past, the person I was willing to take the money would have been somebody who is in charge of the paperwork. Now you just need to get somebody who in charge of the database to take the money. And corruption.
And a licensing officer.
Yeah, and the officer, yeah. And I'm positive that somebody will be like, them and paying me enough to do this, especially IT people, and say, I will run this through. The only way you're going to avoid the corruption is if you have audits and you have what's called this thing? Double entry. If you have double entry and you have 2 licensing officers have to approve something, then you have a problem, because now you'll be pitting people against each other, and more than likely they're going to want to split the money and them kind of thing. But I know in terms of like when they have not US businesses, but basically established businesses, they have 2 people with the key, and both of them had to turn at the same time, that kind of thing. Or one person had to put it in the system, and the next person had to verify, and that kind of thing. Yeah, you'll have to have a much more elaborate platform where everybody have to organize who get in which cut and that kind of thing. That is where it's had the issues, because right now it don't really have much organization or who get in cut. You driving instructors take all the money. There's pay a licensing officer, and a licensing officer just pay off one of the admin staff who is do the paperwork. And then they hand you your stuff. But with this one, it probably have about 4 people you have to pass through if they do double entry.
The price again, your license might just increase. Let's say it's 2,000, might go up to 3,000.
Yeah. But I'm glad it's online.